Alright, here we go. Let's do this again.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
That's great.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
Alright.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Watch yourself, outsider. You walk through Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic,
Let's go.
let's move.
Dude, are you coming? Move your old ass. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You can do it. There we go.
Acadia are doomed. Better you realize that now.
Seriously, dude, I'm the one waiting, like, across the damn map waiting for your ass. Are you drunk? What?
Yeah, air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
Yeah, you just ran up and then you ran back and you're like a bad escort quest. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh, look, we're there yet. All I got was 25 XP. That was stupid.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do. And the blues are city, and the girls are so pretty. I first set my eyes on sweet Molly.
Alright. Birch tree. We're not touching that because I don't remember what the hell I was doing. Where did I put my rat away? Right there. Alright. Into Arcadia with... Okay. Apparently they've been watching me for a while.
When I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
He looks in the face and sounds a lot like
Well, in I want a Nuka-Cola,
Nick.
some stim packs, Kasumi Nakano returned to her family, and, a pony?
I see. I'm afraid some of those things I'm not in a position to give. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm still getting paid.
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question. And the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
No, I'm not a synth. Yeah, how would I know?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs. Holes in someone's memory. Feelings of unexplained isolation. Odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
Sarcastic or
No.
mom?
But if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
When I woke up now? Or when I woke up the first, like, when I was before all this?
I was with my husband,
Oh! Bad response!
getting ready for the day.
Bad response.
I had to take care of my son,
Can I do that again?
Sean. And, well, lots happened since then.
Bad
But
response.
no memories before then? No childhood? Your first best friend? Your first kiss? That's usually a sign.
I don't
It's
remember my
easy to
first kiss.
migrate, but feelings, that's a hard thing to transfer into another mind. Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation.
Trauma.
They all take their toll
Background
on the
radiation.
mind. But
Pretty
I
sure
can
those are it.
promise you that you will be accepted here. Whatever you decide is true for yourself.
Okay, anyways, where's
I've
Kasumi?
heard enough. Where is Kasumi Nakano?
Of course. Kasumi is usually working down below. You can see her whenever you like. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Did you need anything else before you go?
Why do you look like that?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute.
What's
But
up with
after my escape
the
felt
duct tape?
secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave, just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
You should know. The Institute has been destroyed.
What? It's over? No more courser hunts? No more slavery?
It's
But
done.
that also means the technology to make the synths is lost. Our origins have been buried. Not to mention the loss of human life. Sorry. I'm not going to judge the actions of someone who's wiped out a great evil. You have our gratitude.
Wow.
Is there anything else you need?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them. You're from the Commonwealth, like Kasumi, yes?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had your own experiences with my kind.
I'd like to hear about your experiences first.
After I left the Commonwealth, it was decades before I met another of my kind. At first, I didn't believe it. I'm a prototype. I escaped long before synths could pass for human. I thought the
You were a
person
long
I was
time ago.
talking to was deluded at first, and then I realized the truth. That we were the same. I didn't know it then, but that's when Acadia really started.
What is on his chest?
I don't really have an opinion about synths.
I suppose that's fair.
Here they're not. They're not.
Ambivalence is a step closer to
Here they're
acceptance
there.
than
It's kind of
hatred.
thing.
Well, at least I hope. Is there anything else?
Sure, why not? I already said one dumb line
I'm in
today.
the Brotherhood of Steel, and we have plenty to say about synths. How dangerous they are.
We're not dangerous. Those who've used us, tried to replace humans with my kind, they're dangerous. All
they're
we
toast.
want is to live in
Like
peace.
extra crispy toast.
On our own. See for yourself. Walk through Acadia. Talk to my people. We aren't a threat to anyone.
Give our Chinese a chance. We'll see. Surrender peacefully.
I guess we'll see.
It's all I can ask. Give Acadia a chance. Perhaps one day, all of humanity will come to accept us. Even the Brotherhood. Now, was there anything else?
What's with all the duct tape?
Tell me more about this place, Acadia.
All I want is to bring
Just wanna
as
ask about the
many
duct tape.
synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are, to embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
I should get
Well, I
going.
mean, I guess
Of
that's
course.
it. So,
We're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
They're nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this, all his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about, well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
Do you have someone else to help you with this?
Right. Wouldn't want him blowing a fuse, huh?
No, not really.
It's a bad joke, dude. Calm down.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well,
Lot.
certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do.
I mean, I'm not, like,
It's
determined.
likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
Yeah.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers,
I like when
log
I get that
crawlers,
right.
There's no end to
Makes
what's
you
out
feel
there.
good.
And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Hell yeah, I am.
I don't do much for free, Faraday.
Ah, right. Of course. I should have thought of that. How does 100 caps sound?
100.
Didn't you say this might be dangerous? 100 caps seems a little
I mean, I got 300 caps just to walk out
Well,
back and look
yes,
through
there is
someone's
that
safe.
possibility. Would 200 caps be more agreeable?
Faraday, come on. I want to help you. I really
300.
do.
300.
200 caps is just
300.
it's a little
300.
insulting.
Okay, I see what's going on here. You're not gonna pull one over on me. No, sir. 100 caps was my offer, and that's final. Now, will you help?
Nah.
No, not a chance.
Ah, right. Well then, perhaps some other time.
Well, messed that up. This is which way?
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Shut up.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. God damn it. Alright, let's try this again without jumping down. We'll do it without jumping down. There. Didn't scare nobody.
Kasumi Nakano?
Circuitry is completely fried.
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and
Yeah.
dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole
Really,
time.
really fucking awkward, that's how.
Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
It's not like they knew.
Listen, do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Ray are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler.
Oh, Lord.
Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
Have you?
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Sister, there's a lot of things on this island more important than you.
If you could just hold the jokes for a second. You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
Personally, I find calculated mass murder to be very soothing.
Look, help me out, and if I'm wrong, you can make all the jokes you want. Now, I
still make all the jokes I want.
own, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I can't really hack. I'm not exactly that great at it.
Eavesdropping on the next meeting sounds like our best bet. I'll see if I can find a way inside that room.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you found anything.
Alright. Aren't we supposed to be helping one of these idiots too? Oh, Chase and Faraday. So let's Let's see if we can't find Chase. Ask him what he wants. Ask him.
Katie's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
Well, the Institute's done with. Like, I murdered them off.
Lock's really strong.
Oh, that was weird. Okay, let's see. Where is... Well, they're up top. Okay, so this is the storage, right? That's what we're looking at. Gain access to the storage room. Here, let's make this easy. Seems like he is above us, I think. Here's Chase.
You tracked Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
I kind of figured that, thanks.
Miss out on a fun boat ride? Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm.
What happened
My
to the ones you
job is to
couldn't
make sure
convince?
they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
Clear.
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute. I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth, and the error of my ways. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead helping synths find freedom.
Alright.
Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well,
If you'll
we've got a
contribute to my
situation I
pocket.
need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
That depends on what you need me to do.
That's fair. If I were in your place, I would want as much data as possible. We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me.
So
If
give
he
me
doesn't
something.
cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Great. Okay. Alright, well that's all we got for now, guys. I will see you later. This is Hobble Dragon playing Fallout 4 DLC Far Harbor. So far, weird-ass noises, big giant salamanders, and a really weird lawnmower man-looking synth guy. Anyways, later guys.